All right. Good morning. Trying to see if this thing is working. I don't know where my stuff went. What did I have over there? Quant Tower. All right. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't have my chat pulled up or anything here, so. All right. I guess y'all can hear me. Good morning, Predator. So I'm at my buddy's house in Stoughton, Boston. Whatever, Stoughton, suburb of Boston. So his 94-year-old mom is upstairs, and she has trouble hearing. So if you hear the TV being super loud, then just know there's not much I can do about it. I could pull my chat up over here. Let me try doing that. Let's try doing that. Pull this up over here. And then we'll take a look and see what the morning is looking like. Here. Okay. And then we'll take a look and see what the morning is looking like. So this is going to be an interesting tightrope of a week here. I got charts. I've only got 2 screens now instead of 4. They're pretty small. There we go. But we do have the stuff pulled up, so it's going to be an interesting tight. Just going to have to get used to using it in this form or fashion here. Charts. I've only got 2. So this account here is for the. They're pretty small. I think this is the 15-minute breakout one, yeah. Stuff pulled up, or not 15, the 5-minute gap strategy. So I got those 2 here. Got the 15-minute breakout off to the left here. And then obviously I got the WADA here. We got the ES chart here that we're looking at. Or not 15, the 5-minute. Do got I don't have Mancini's newsletter. I'm not logged into it on this computer, but we can read off what he said here. So he said yesterday, after 4 red days in a row, I was looking for a rally off 15. We got it, 268.72. You guys remember, I was looking for a short in that 67 area. I did not take it. I was going to have a 10-handle stop and look for a 10-handle profit. It would have hit. Anyways, we're now building a 2-day base, 45.75, trying to bottom. Plan today, 58.45 supports. 45 is the lowest, must hold to keep next big leg to 68 in alive. 45 sells, we retest 20. Anyways, we're now building a. So there you go. See, I'm not even logged into my Twitter here on this PC. Plan today, 58. But that's all right. 45 is the lowest, must hold. So let's kind of take a look and see where we closed at yesterday. 45 sells, we retest 20. The overnight high is up there at 825. I'm not even logged into my Twitter here. Where did we close at yesterday? PC. But that's all right. 45 is the lowest, must hold. So let's kind of take a look and we see sell that much. Closed at yesterday. Oh, there it is down there. The overnight 744. So that's your gap fill. Where did we close at yesterday? That is the gap feel down there. We sell that much. Oh, there it is down there. So not a huge run down there. Maybe at open we sell. That's your gap feel. Fill the gap. So what's our plan here at open? Gap feel down there. Let's take a look at the ES. So ES above VWAP here. Nasdaq below VWAP. What did Mancini say? 58. I think he said a support.
So what's our plan?
Let's double check it. Immediate support is 58.
Above VWAP here. Nasdaq below VWAP.
So kind of right there at the VWAP would kind of be your first area of support, which would kind of make sense. So if ES pulled back into the VWAP,
Support is
that probably gives us enough room on the Nasdaq to get the gap fill right here at open.
so kind of right there at the VWAP.
I'd imagine.
Would kind of be your first area of
And then next target up if 58 holds.
So if ES pulled back into the VWAP,
Normally I can just look to the left and see this, but unfortunately that's not the way it is today. Or this week, 68 to 72. So that's basically high a day. It's not like a huge range this morning that he's giving. And then obviously next up you got a little further up there.
Unfortunately, that's not the way it is today.
So it's kind of our idea today. If we pull back at open into VWAP, maybe we take a bounce long, just targeting the high a day there. If we lose the VWAP, then we'll just have to watch and wait for us to lose that 45 area. If we trade back into the 45 and we base there, maybe we take a long back into the VWAP.
Targeting the high day there.
So that's kind of the idea there on the ES today.
We'll just have to.
So if we hold the VWAP there,
wait for us to lose that 40.
we'll be looking for a long end of the high a day. If we lose the VWAP, we're going to wait and see what happens here. We base here if we test this, but we hold, and then we start to push, then we'll participate long. Maybe two contracts, take one off at the VWAP and hold the second one for the high a day. That kind of be the idea there.
Looking for a long end of the high a day. If we lose the
That would be the idea there. So at open, maybe we get a pullback,
here if we test this, but we hold,
and then kind of a push there.
Maybe two contracts, take one off at the VWAP.
Kind of what we might see there. We'll see. How's it going, Mad Moxie?
That would be the
Good morning.
idea there.
Like I said, I don't have everything pulled up right away here, so if you guys do comment, it may take me a minute to see it, but we will see it eventually.
We might see there. We'll see.
If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, I have no idea what that was. Did the internet blink?
Like I said, I don't have everything pulled up right away here, so
I don't know, my entire computer. I guess it must have.
It'll take me a minute to see it, but we will see it eventually. If you guys haven't already, hit that
Look
like
at the
button
Nasdaq
for me.
already
If you're
trying to
not yet
lose.
subscribed.
Already trying to pull back. I guess the internet blinked there for a minute. Let's make sure everything's still up.
I guess it must have.
Looks like it is for now.
Already trying to pull back.
Internet is decent here.
I guess the internet blinked there for a minute.
You hear me twice again?
Still up.
I do not know why it does that.
Looks like it is for now.
Let me
Internet
check
is
this
decent
thing
here. You hear me twice again? Still up.
I do not know why it does that.
Looks like it is for now.
Let me check this thing. I do not know why this is doing that.
Hear me twice again?
I do not know why this is doing that. All right, I'm going to try to update OBS right quick. Got a couple of minutes before the market opens. So let me try to update OBS and restart the stream.
Maybe that's what's going on. I don't really know. It did that at the other place too, but oh, hold on one second. Maybe that's why. All right, I'm gonna try to update before the market. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Okay. I think I just figured it out. All right, let's see if it does it anymore. I guess the microphone on the computer was also on, as well as the one that I'm using. Are you guys still hearing the double talk? I don't think you are. Sorry, I just realized I'm kind of breathing into the microphone too. All right. There we go. I think it's all right now. So anyways, got about 7.5 minutes until open here, and we're already kind of pulling back for that gap fill there on the Nasdaq. So, no wait, that's the ES, and it put me on a practice account. I hate that it does that. All right, let's see. Gotta make sure everything's on the right account again. That's the right account. Oh, needs to be on the Nasdaq. This one is the right account. Okay. What did I do? Where did I mark out that gap? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We know where it is. We know it's down there, that blue line. So ES kind of pulling back into the VWAP there. I almost kind of want to buy right there. It's always tougher to trade when you're not comfortable. You know, you're out of your comfort zone, but that's all right. We'll make it work. We will make it work. So the idea at open, let's think about this. Let's see. Nasdaq, you got the VWAP there at the 790. Maybe we'll get a push up here at open, test that 790, then turn back down. Maybe go for the gap fill there. So if we push up and test the 790, of course, I'm going to be watching the WADA. Then we may take a short off that if we start to sell off that area. If we do take a long, then your first target kind of going to be that 803 area. Kind of would be your first target there. So I'm thinking 790, push up into the 90, and then maybe we go for that gap fill down at the 45s. Type deal. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So maybe a quick pop in the open and then a little pullback. If we just start to sell, then we'll take it Just try to get like 15 points out of it, something like that. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Got about 5 minutes here until the open. 5 minutes here. So we're not going to be doing anything too crazy this week. Not going to be taking too many swings here, too many chances. Let's check out. I'd like to get to the 400 subscribers today. Thought we could have got there yesterday, maybe if we'd have streamed all day, but had a lot going on. We had a lot going on yesterday. So we've got about 3 minutes here. We're just sitting back waiting. See what price offers us. We will participate one way or the other here. I have a 3-screen setup. I'll show you guys. This is kind of a... the setup here is kind of... We're just hanging out on the bed here getting this going. But I am making a vlog this week, so we'll kind of show you guys what we got going on here. So here's the setup, the mobile trade station that we got going on. As you can see, we got a 3-screen setup, but unfortunately, we had a boo-boo on one of the screens there. It's not working. It got broken. So just something that we got to deal with. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm thinking, they make you take your laptop out of the bag at the airport. So I'm thinking that I normally put the little extended screens behind the laptop. That way the screen is kind of shielded by the laptop itself. And I believe when I put those back in the bag at the airport, then I put it in front of the actual laptop, and something pressed against it along the way. Who knows? So who really knows? I don't know what it was. So let's kind of see what happens here today. I do think we got some news. I haven't even looked, guys. I don't even know what the news is today. I do think there is news, though. Let's see if we can't check it out. See what the news is. See what the news is. So we've had 4 days in a row. Do you guys think we're going to push up, or are we going to sell off here? Kind of thinking that maybe we'll put in a green day. All right, here we go. Coming into the open here. Let's watch the WADA. See if we can't get this push up into that 90 area. I want to see the push into the 90 area, see how price reacts from there. And then possibly take a long over VWAP, take a short for the rejection of VWAP, one or the other there. Buyers coming in. It's kind of the idea there. Okay. Pushing through the 90s there. So we're pushing the 800s here. All right. Currently long. Come on. Let's go. Give me the 12s. Can't lose here. Oh, come on. Let me dirty there. Just at the target and then just fails right there at the target. All right, if we hold the VWAP here, we can re-enter. That kind of frustrates me there. Losing the VWAP, pushed up there. Sellers coming in. Tried to get that. I couldn't get the button up fast enough to get that long going as quick as I wanted. So we do have numbers at 9:45 this morning. So we're losing the VWAP here. So I did take the short. Gonna go ahead and protect myself. Can't lose. Let's move this target down a bit and we'll trail this down. If you notice, guys, we're being a bit more aggressive here. Tagged out. That's all right. Trying to see what we made on those two quick moves there. Doesn't tell me. I'll have to find it in a minute. Through the 60s now, into the 60s. Nasdaq trying to sell here. Got a little push back up. That might be an opportunity to participate once more. Not looking for huge moves, but let's see if we pop back above the VWAP once more, then I think that's our indication to take another long. If we hold that VWAP and then we start to sell back down, then we can participate short, maybe into the 40s. Can't really see what the ES is doing. Back over 90 once again. See that volume coming in there on the WADA. All right, we did take the long for the push through the VWAP. So we're going to move this up a bit. See if this thing can't go here. Can't lose. Cannot lose. I'm going to lock in a little bit here, 6 handles. Looking for more. Might move our target up a little bit. Can she go to the 30s? I'm going to just put my stop right at the bottom of this candle. And I've stopped out there. Maybe trailed that a little too close, but we'll take it. Pulling back there. I don't like not being able to see the ES, to be honest with you, but Back to the VWAP once more. I don't know how to move this thing here. I don't like, if I pull this account up, I don't know where it's going to pull up at, and you guys may see my address. That's kind of the problem. Why can't I move this? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just move this stuff over. Okay. So holding the VWAP there. I might actually... We might take it one more time here. Might reduce size here and try this one more time. High right there at the 25s. VWAP right there at the 90. Seems like it wants to move up into the highs, but not going yet. All right, we took it again here. We're going to lock in 6 handles here, looking for the push through the 20s. Might get stopped. It's okay if we do. Yeah, it got stopped. That's fine. All right, up $1,505 on that account. I did take a loss on another account there. Tried to jump in a little bit too late there. Oh. Never mind. I was on the practice account when I took the loss. Never mind. Some days you're lucky. Yeah, guys, I can't believe that. I was on the practice account when I took the loss. Nice. I lost $900. I was on the practice account on accident. That's all right. Alrighty. Better to be lucky than good sometimes, I guess. All right, let's try, let the market calm down a little bit here. Let's mark out our 5-minute opening range, or 5-minute, 15-minute opening range here. This is our Apex account. So for right now, that's the high and the low. We still got, actually, you still got like 5 minutes. So I'm going to move this over here for now. There we go. So it's pushing the 20s. There's that high at 25. I probably should have been a little more patient moving my stop. ES pushing the 72s here. Okay, if the ES can hold the 70 area, we did pull back into that 58 area. I did not buy there on the ES. I've got too much stuff going on here. That would have been a perfect buy opportunity. Something like that right there for now. So if the ES can hold the 70s here, can't believe I didn't take that trade there. Well, I guess it did pull back into the 50s before the market opened. I did mention then, though, that I was like, I kind of want to buy right here, and I didn't. Can't watch everything, though, unfortunately. That's just how it is. Not mad about it. I mean, I made $1,500 on that one account, so can't complain. Can't complain too much. Numbers coming out in 3-4 minutes here. 9:45. See if the ES can hold this zone. All right, so let's see what happens here at 9:45. I have to be ready to get our order on the book. As you know, with that news, it could just take us quickly there. Still looking like it wants to push here. Feels bad we didn't take that buy on the ES there. It's kind of the idea. We outlined it, and I did not do it. Just wasn't paying attention. I didn't have it pulled up, so didn't see it. There'll be more opportunity though, so I'm not gonna be too upset about it there. So see if we get this breakout here on the ES, though. We will participate in that if we do. All right. So maybe we get this breakout here at the 45 after. So we got a minute here until this is in stone here. It's kind of 38.25. So we're going to put our order there. I don't think I can put... Okay. We'll see which side it takes first. I guess the only issue with this setup is there is news at 9:45, and I don't think you're supposed to trade news on Apex, but I mean, this is our setup that we trade every day, so I guess if they question it, we'll just have to say, hey, this is what we trade every day, so I don't know what to tell you. $10 seconds here until that news comes out. Let's see what happens. And let's see which side it takes. Pulling back. ES back to the 62 there. See what happens here on the ES if it holds this. If it holds this VWAP. Nasdaq bouncing off the VWAP. See what we get. All right, Nasdaq's holding that 90 now. ES is testing that VWAP there. If the ES pulls back into the 58s, close to it, I'm going to take a long. Going to take a long if it pulls back into that area. ES back to the 60. Let's see if we hold this 60 area here. See if this thing wants to bounce in this area, push back up towards the highs. Quite possible. So it kind of holds the VWAP there. I mean, we're below it, but I expect to push back up here after that initial push down possible. See if we can't get back above that. I mean, this does kind of look like a short setup though, but you do got the VWAP there. Thinking that we pop back up here, back towards those highs. ES holding right there at the 60s. Nasdaq just got to get back above that VWAP there and get going here. I'm expecting a push back into the highs. All right, we just took a little, well, $600 scalp there on the ES. Bounced off that VWAP and we took it. We said that we were kind of, you know, if we got an opportunity, if it pulled back into that area, that would be an area that we'd like to see a bounce. So I took it while I could, just 5 quick points, and now she's selling back down. So hit the target there on that account. So let's see what happens here on the 15-minute breakout breakdown. She's still holding that VWAP. There might be more on the ES there, but my target per day is $500. And we hit that. So I'm happy with that there. Happy with that. We'll take it. Nothing crazy. ES still holding that VWAP there. I still think we get a push back into the 70s off that ES area, off that VWAP area on the ES. And there it is. Starting to push, starting to push. Just got to get the Nasdaq back above that VWAP there and we get going. Could have probably held that long over there on the ES a little bit longer, but not going to be greedy. Oh, Nasdaq pushing back down here. That actually might have been a nice little short setup there on the Nasdaq, but we got to order down here. Let's see what happens. I don't love this to the downside, but so 752, 742. Let's mark out if we take this downside. 742.25. Would be where we would lock in 10 handles. I prefer the upside, guys. Really, I do, but got to get that ES through the VWAP there. You got the whole number here at the 50. So I kind of prefer the top side, but I don't get a choice. It's not my choice. we let it do whatever it's supposed to do. All right, so we're tagged in there, so we can take that one off. Come on. Bouncing right off the 60 there. Stopped us out there on the 5-minute strategy. Kind of annoying. I told you guys I didn't love the bottom side there. Really didn't love that, but ES losing the VWAP now. Still got that support right there at the 58 on the ES, and it's at 61. So this thing just kind of bounced back up into the 15-minute range and step back out of the 15-minute range there for a moment. All right, we can take this off. Frustration there. All right, there we go, pushing. ES still holding the VWAP there. Nasdaq just got to get back above. ES still holding that VWAP strong there. As long as the ES is above the VWAP, I think that it's a pretty good chance that we continue to move up here. Nasdaq trying to push above. All right, I think if we can get going here, if the ES gets, or the Nasdaq pushes above that 70 area there, we can kind of get going here. Let's take this thing off here. So there's the ES trying to push. I want to see the Nasdaq get going here above this 800 level. I want to see us push towards the top side of that 15-minute breakout here. The 15-minute range. Would like to see the ES hold the VWAP, or the Nasdaq hold the VWAP, start pushing here. Kind of want to get this breakout type deal there. See what the old WADA is looking like here. Well, now the Nasdaq's trying to reject the VWAP there. Just want to see the ES hold this area. If the ES loses 58, then we probably sell back down to this range. Want to get that Nasdaq back above that VWAP there, get going. It's kind of the idea here. We're going to start looking for that 5-minute gap strategy breakout here in just a moment. Or not a breakout, just 5-minute gap strategy after 10 a.m. 5-minute gap strategy after 10 a.m. JB, what's the current win rate of the 5-minute gap strat and how long was it tested? Current win rate 49%. Well, the current forward test is running 51% right now. The back test was 49%, and I tested it for 9 months on the back test. Every day for 9 months, a manual back test. And so every day for 9 months. And then we started the forward test, and we're 7 weeks. I think this is week 8 into the forward test. So the 7 weeks into the forward test, it's at 51%. So last week actually pushed it down. It was running at about 55%. So Mancini says great follow through continues after yesterday's clean 60-point rally from 42.15 buy zone. 72 target. ES is now in basing mode between 45 and 72. Is all chopped now with 58 mid pivot. 45 held overnight, arriving at 72 now. 97 to 300 remains the next target. 45 must hold. So, but yeah, around 50%. But the thing is, you're at a 2-to-1 risk to reward on the 5-minute gap strategy, so you really only need it to be at about 35%, something like that, to make it work. So for it to be profitable there. Oh, almost to my first target here. Come on, let's go. Really? Come on. Guys, look at that thing. It pushed up to my target right there. One ticked me from it. I'm going to go ahead and lock in some here. Don't want to let this thing, I think there's more news coming out here. Oh, it took the first one. So now we are just going to put our runner basically break even. And we're going to see if this thing can take out the top of that 15-minute range there. Move the runner to 5 handles there. And let's see how far this thing can go. Got numbers coming out here. Let's see if we get a swift move. I mean, let's just put it up here at the 60s. Why not? Let's shoot for a little bit higher here. Can't lose. Cannot lose. So right below the bottom of that candle there, I think makes sense. Actually, let's go ahead and move this up here to just below the bottom of that candle. So if this thing goes, then we just capitalize. If it doesn't, we get stopped out. That's okay. I don't know what I did there, guys. What did I do? Somehow I pulled that over there. I don't know what happened. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds here. So we're either going to get 20 handles here or we're going to get more. So locking in 20 handles. All right, there we go. We'll take it. Dumpy a little bit. Pull back here. So what does that put us at? I like those easy reads right there. Like that one did put me through a little bit of stuff there. Took some drawdown on it, but overall, that was a nice easy trade. 95. Predator. 95 when we kind of we pushed back up above the VWAP right here, and I took the entry on this little pullback candle. You know, it pulled back down into the 70, 75 area. So I did have I put my stop at the bottom of the 5-minute strategy, the 5-minute gap, 15-minute gap. Reason I did that was because I was already up, and so I was like, I just felt like it was going to squeeze. It looked very squeezy. You can see on the ES here how it kind of held this VWAP area. I didn't feel like we were going to test that 15-minute range again. So that's the reason why I did that. And I could have got a better entry, obviously, on this pullback. But if it stopped us, we basically were risking the profits for the day right there. So I wasn't too concerned with it. If it did stop us, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But we're up $2,730 on that account now. It wasn't the greatest trade in the world by any means, but just watching the ES here, showing this strength, holding the VWAP, that's what gave me the idea that the Nasdaq was going to push. You can see we got that breakout. Even on the ES, I mean, I said a couple times here that this zone down here is a good buy zone. You could have even bought the break of 67 there, and this thing pushed all the way up to 73. 6 handles, not bad there on the ES. So we're up $600 on the ES, 27 over here on the Bulenox account that reset last night, and then down $600 on the 15-minute breakout. Didn't work. I almost took that trade on that account too. I really wanted to, but I didn't. I was like, nah, let's follow the rules. Follow the rules of the account there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Press the subscribe button. So pulling back, losing the VWAP there on the Nasdaq. What did I do with ES? Right here? There it is. So let's look now for the 5-minute gap strategy. So this account, let's just double check. Okay, this is the 150K. And this is my cash account. Oh, we're not logged in. Okay. So getting a sell here. Wow. This thing's just rejecting. Let's see what happens here on the ES. Does it hold this area again? Does it hold this zone once more? Or does it continue to push? I don't want to be taking any more trades over here. I mean, I'm up $600. We went pretty big on this on the sizing on this trade here. As you can see, we only got 2.5 points, but we 5 contracts. A little bit of a risky entry, but I felt like it was holding there. Still didn't push through high a day, which is interesting. That is kind of interesting. Let's move this over here so I can actually see the ES. And still see the WADA. Actually, I might be able to reduce some stuff now and get more things to where I can see it. There we go. This is better. So ES bouncing right back off of that VWAP once again. Strong. Pushing back up there strong. So we're going to be waiting for that 5-minute gap to form. We may participate on something else before then, but just depends on what it presents itself. ES pulling back in the VWAP, near the VWAP once again, kind of testing that high-to-high trend line on the other side of it, where we got that little breakout. So Nasdaq pushing here. Kind of coming into this area where we're just kind of that time of day where might start chopping. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Trying to get to 400 subscribers. Let's see here. All right, Nasdaq pushing here into the 10s. I'm thinking about taking a long. All right, pushing into the 25s here on the Nasdaq. I tried to jump in over here. It made me mad because I was trying to jump in for just a scalp, and this thing did not. It rejected my order, so I was only able to take a couple of points there. Thinking we squeezed through the high of day here. But it feels bad. Highs up there at the 40 or 38. Can we get a push through the high day? Just kind of watching the WADA here. Is it going to just pop right through there? Nasdaq through the highs there. There we go. All right. So we just took another entry over here. Took it through the high of day there. $1,166. Wasn't going to take any more on that one, but sometimes. Should have been a lot bigger winner than that, too. That's what frustrates me because that it wouldn't let me in. I was trying to get in there at I was trying to get along down there at the break of 12s, and I don't think I got in until 20. ES made a new high right there as well, 74s. Yeah, I was trying to get for this push right here. As soon as we cleared the 800s, kind of was watching that 810 area, Then we may run the highs, but unfortunately I was unable to get in. I tried my best, but I was trying to switch over from the ES to the Nasdaq, and then I accidentally had 15 contracts selected, so it rejected my order. It said, no, you can't do her. You can't do her with 15 contracts on a 50K account there, so. Wouldn't let me do it. That's all right. We still end up getting the profit. So push through the highs there, now kind of pulling back. Trying to move stuff around here and I'm messing things up. So we're still looking for this 5-minute gap strategy. All right, there it is. Just trying to move some things around here, guys. Get this thing set up a little better. Still not working, but you know what? Let's just do it like this. Let's just do it this way. You guys will see my screen set up in the vlog. It's kind of comical here. I'm sitting on a bed. I've got the computer sitting on a bed. My friend does have a desk in a room adjacent to this one, but unfortunately the internet in there is not very good. And so I had to set up in here in the bedroom that he has for me. And yeah, that's why we got the camera off, because we're, it's interesting. I can show you guys. Show you guys what we looking like. Looking crazy over here. Check me out. I'm holding the microphone. And yeah, just looking crazy. So, best that you not see me. You know, I don't even have anywhere to sit this. I just have to sit it right here on my lap. So yeah, that's why we're leaving it off. We're leaving it off. Look at the chop here, guys, on this 5-minute candles. Just up, down, all around. All right, there we are. There we are. But if you guys are new here, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Like I said, we're trying to push into the 400 subscribers, and I have no idea where we're at. Let me look and see. Let's look and see where we're at. I think we started the stream at 394. But I don't know where we're currently at. Let's see. Still looking for this 5-minute trade, guys. I mean, that's probably the last trade I'm going to be looking for today. Or, you know, unless I see something crazy, interesting. 395, so thank you to whoever subscribed. Just 5 away, guys. We just need 5 more. Call your mom, your sister, your brother, whoever. Get them to press that subscribe button for me, so we can get to 400 subscribers today. Yeah, unless just something pops out to me, I'm probably just going to wait for the 5 minutes, see how that plays out. So we're already green. We're up I don't even know, 1100 on one, I think 25 or 2600 on another. Down 600 on the 15-minute gap strategy, but that's not, I don't feel like that's me, right? I don't count that strategy. Like, I don't count these mechanicals as my trades, because those are just mechanical trades that I'm just taking. They're not, it's not anything I'm using it's not my thought process or anything like that when it comes to those. It's just me managing the trade. That's it. So if the ES kind of consolidates in this area, kind of in this range that we marked out this morning, then I think that's good for the ES. If it just kind of consolidates here, then, by the end of the day, we may see the 95s, maybe even the 300s by the end of the day. You kind of want to see it consolidate, hold this area, and then maybe keep going. That'd kind of be the idea there. So if we do get a 5-minute gap strategy trade, I would prefer it to be to the upside, not to the downside. So anyways, let's just wait and see what happens here. It's all we can really do. You can see on the 10-second chart right there on the WADA, this thing's just chopping around. Just kind of chopping around. Pulling back now, Nasdaq trying to retest that VWAP. Let's pull over here to the ES and take a peek. Because I do like comparing the Nasdaq with the ES here. And it does give you kind of some extra confluence. All right, pulling back here, trying to test that 21 EMA there on the ES. Pulling back out of that zone a little bit, testing the bottom side of it. Gotta get that, gotta get the Nasdaq to hold the VWAP here. Oh my goodness. I was just checking on Nutty over here to see how he's doing this morning. What's he got going on? I don't think he's even taking a trade. I guess he hasn't gotten a setup yet. All right, guys, 400 subs. We need it. Who can help me out? I don't want to have to beg. We need 1,000 actually, but hey. Are we too proud to beg? I don't know. If you are watching, though, and you're not subscribed, you know what to do. So ES kind of losing that zone, pulling back into the VWAP area here. It's kind of interesting. There could be an opportunity here. I mean, I don't like shorting above the VWAP, but you know, if the ES loses the VWAP there and the Nasdaq kind of retests it, then maybe it does retest this 58 area. That's kind of that must, is it 58, right? Yeah, 58. That's kind of that must hold. See a little volume popping in there on the WADA. So bounced off the VWAP there on the ES, popping back up into that zone. Volume coming through here, getting above the dead man there and above the explosion line. Nasdaq looking like it wants to go. Do we dare? I mean, you could this is a big idiot box. I mean, really, this is all this is, right? It's a big idiot box. But this is tradable. I mean, you're having big moves. It's range bound, but this is tradable action, you know. If you if you got the stones to trade it, that is. But I mean, yeah, you could. Just take short profit in here. You don't have to do anything crazy. Pair it with the WADA. Take some short profit. 5 handles here, 5 handles there. You're making money. This thing is looking like it wants to go. ES is showing a much more strength here. ES is showing a lot more strength. ES is about to burst through the high day here. Nasdaq lagging behind. Wow. ES is on a sin fest over here. Look at that. Right through the high day over there on the ES into the 75s. Just on a complete sin fest there. ES is trying to, it made a new high there by a couple of ticks, now pulling back a little bit, but is this going to take the Nasdaq through the high day as well? Oh man, I want to participate so bad. There's no point in it. It's too late. It's too late to participate. Nasdaq did not quite make a new high. ES did make a new high. I may take a long here if I'm watching this WADA. If we see this volume, I want to see a pullback. I'd like to see a pullback here, and actually, 3. 20, 40, 60, 6 times 5 is 300. All right. Doing some math here, trying to figure out what we can make. I want to get a pullback here and see if this thing actually breaks out here, out of this range that we're stuck in, or if it does not. So watching the WADA, if we pop back above that explosion line there, and with some green volume, then we will participate long. Probably not the smartest time. Probably should have just jumped in on that momentum up. That's what I probably should have did, but I didn't. So I'm going to reduce size here because we can only make $340. So I'm going to reduce size, and we're going to go for 5 points, which would be $300, three contracts. If we get this push back up here. All right, so we get a push back into the highs here. Would like to see a push back into the highs, but no volume yet to make that happen. Want to see the volume come in here and just push it right back up into the 40s. Right back up into the 40s. Can we get it? You would expect it to kind of go, but has not went yet. See if it can go. It's not going yet. It's watching that watt. I don't see the green volume coming in yet. Kind of want to see that green volume come in there on the WADA, push this thing right through there. Nothing yet. The explosion line now at the dead man as well. Let's see if this thing can go right here, right now. Right here, right now. Got to go. Retesting the 35. You got to see green come in right now on the WADA. Right now. Come on. Push to the highs. You can do it. Come on. Come on. This thing is just teasing it. Trying to give it a second, but it's just not going. Trying to give it a second there. All right, just take it off right there, break even. I just lost $15, but I was trying to wait, give it a moment there, but the buyers have not came in yet. So I was just trying to get 5 quick points there, but it's just not going through there. And now it's going. But oh, no buy volume. No real buy volume there. ES still trying to push here all the way up into the 77s. Sellers pushing through here. Try to get the push out. Like I said, I probably should have participated much sooner, but we didn't. I mean, it's one of those things. One of those things. Trying to get that. I mean, the thing is, it's not really gotten this, and there it is. Pushing out now. There we go. Push through there now. Okay, we got it right there on that push up. We got it on that push up there, so. So the ES up into the 80 here. So we took that, finally got that breakout there, $1,426 on this account. So this is a 50K top step account. Current 52,175 there. So we don't need that much more on that one. A decent day tomorrow. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe we can get it across there. So, still haven't got the 5-minute gap yet, but it is kind of working on one, right? Possible. Well, now it's pulling back. What time is it? 10:31. Come on. So I was happy with that trade there. It's a bit of a riskier entry, but hey, you just got to take those when you see that coming. I could have held it. I mean, I'd held into the drawdown already, but still. So still just waiting on this 5-minute strategy. All right, there we go. Pushing back through the highs once again. ES kind of, let's check on that ES. I kind of like this on the ES. Man, I don't think I have an account to, I don't know. We don't have. Let's pull this over here. What did I do with that? Oh, you know what? I should reset a couple of these accounts. I still got my free resets, and I've not done it yet. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, I got those resets, and I have not used them yet on any of these Top Step accounts. I used them on one. I've not used them on any of the other ones. I should probably go ahead and use it. Should probably use it. I think I will go ahead and use those. Not right now. We'll use them tomorrow. Alrighty. Well, got about 25 minutes here left on this 5-minute gap strategy today. I mean, is this going to be 2 days in a row with no trade? I mean, last week, the no trade days would have been probably the winning days. And then this week, I don't know if it's going to be the same or not, but let's get some. I'd like to get an entry, win, lose, or draw. I'd rather have an entry and lose than to have no entry. It's kind of the way I feel about it. Might be the wrong way to feel about it, but that's how it is. That's how we feel about it. Just kind of waiting around here, guys. Not much to do right now. ES pulling back here. This looks like another breakout setup here on the ES, guys. I think if this thing breaks back above on the ES, if we get above 77 there, I don't see how we don't see 82, 83. Let's break out here. Kind of want to see some consolidation here. Maybe one more green, one more red 3-minute candle. Oh. Oh, I'm over here messing with Nutty a little bit. He's doing a giveaway if you guys want to jump in his chat right now and type in a number 1 to 300. Giving away $100. I typed in 301. I guess I didn't follow the rules. I didn't really want to win Nutty Bar's $100. You know, we leave that for other people. We leave that for other people. So we got to pivot up here at 71, 72 area. ES is on a send mission. Let's see. Look at there. What did I tell you guys? Pushing up here into the highs. Broke above 77. Let's see if we can get that 82. There's 80, 75. Here comes 82. So we almost got 81 right there. So I think it'll mush. I think we get that push into the 82 there. Just kind of watching the WADA here. Still hasn't pushed through 81. You do got that pivot point right there. 72, but we didn't quite get there on the Nasdaq. So that breakout right there above 77 on the ES. I mean, this is the easiest, you know, like you can call it easy, whatever you want to call it, but you know, this is all you're looking at. Just a little consolidation. You know, push up, draw your line, a little consolidation. Once we break the high of the body of this candle, so 77, that's your entry. And 81.25 is all it made it up to. So not quite 82. Close. Once again, if you guys are watching and you're not yet subscribed, please do me a favor and press that subscribe button. It helps the channel. Trying to get into 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we stop asking. I promise that. Well, I'll still ask, but maybe like once a day. Once a day. So pulling back to that trend line. Yes. Well, not much to do here, guys. I'm just waiting. I mean, it's kind of boring, but I'm really just waiting. Well. I don't think we're going to get a 5-minute setup today. What do we got? We got 3 more candles. Yeah, 3 more candles. It's not very likely that's going to happen because, you know, unless we pull back. Unless we pull all the way. Unless we just make a huge pullback. I don't see us making a huge breakout. Didn't quite get to that 82 area there. But, you know, you could have got 4 points on that breakout there for the NQ. Or for the ES there. Easy read there. I didn't take it. I wanted to take it. Could only make 1,500 on this account one day, so we're at 1,426. And let's take a look. I don't really remember what we were up on these other accounts. Let's check it out. See where we were at. $2,730 on Bulanox. $2,730 on Bulanox, $1,400 on Top Step, and down $600 on Apex. That's from the 15-minute breakout breakdown. The 15-minute breakout breakdown was a loser. Paid pretty well last week, though. Paid pretty well last week. I do want to change the way I do those videos. I want to actually record the trades and put those, put the actual live trades, showing you guys that I take them in the weekly review videos. Probably won't do that this week because I'm on the road, but starting next week, I think I will do that. And then I'm going to sort of do kind of like a trade of the day video every day. Instead of doing a recap, I'm just going to do like the best trade of the day video at the end of the day. So just kind of take whatever setup I take and it works, then that will be our trade of the day video. Obviously, if you guys watch live, you're going to see all my winners, my losers. I kind of show you guys those every day. Just not enough room to have every chart pulled up. We don't have, you can only have 2 pulled up at a time. I do plan on reducing some of my accounts, to be honest with you. If I don't get some of these passed, I think I'm still working on right now 18 total challenge accounts. And so if I don't get some of these passed, I'm going to be a little more aggressive with them when I get back home. And, we're probably going to blow a few of them. And the ones that we pass, we'll keep. The ones that we blow, we won't. And I will not renew those. And we'll just stick with what we have. Kind of the idea is to just, I at least want to have maybe 5 or 6 funded accounts. And then I currently have 3. And then I've got 2 or 3 other ones that are pretty close to passing right now. So just have 5 or 6. I really want to just kind of focus on the cash accounts and start really trading those. I like the funded accounts too. I'm just saying in general. So Mancini hasn't said anything. Still got the pivot up here at these 72s to be aware of. If you guys are interested in trading futures, we do have the link or the coupon code 71% off Apex. And I don't think I have the other stuff down in the description because it wasn't on this computer. I'll get that updated. But we have the link to Top Step and the link to Bulanox. You can check the previous video if you need the codes or the links for those right now. But those do help the channel. We appreciate any and all links used. So we're still sitting at $3.95. So if you are watching the video and you're not yet subscribed, let's do it. Let me jump in the Discord. Let's jump in the Discord and see who hasn't subscribed to my channel. Is this thing really saying I'm not logged in? I don't know why this thing doesn't have me logged in on all this stuff. What in the world? Am I human? Of course I'm human. Email, phone number, new login detected. Come on. Please check my email. It wants to make sure it's me. I mean, we're getting into Discord. It's not, it's not like we're getting into something else. Nothing money related, so just let me in. All right, we're in Discord. Let's send and ask. Oh. Subscribed. Boom. Sent a message. I said we need 5 more subs for 400. Who wants to help that hasn't subscribed? I don't know if there's anybody in there that hasn't subscribed, but could be. So pushing through the pivot there. Pushing through the pivot there. We got one more candle. So if this candle, because it can't really, I guess it could form on the 11 a.m. Well, no, it can't form on the 11 a.m. So we do have 2 more candles. So the 1055 candle it can form on. 1055. Should we go into the other general chat areas and spam it? May as well. Why not? Why not? May as well. Who cares? All they can do is just ban us. not like we're in a lot of stuff anyway. We're not in a lot of discords. Just jump in there and say. I should probably spam more. We should probably do that more than we are doing. So I don't have any real interest in taking any more entries unless it is the 5 minute right now. 5 minute setup or bust type deal. So we're either going to take the 5 minute setup or nothing at all. If you're just now joining us, we are green on the day. We're up $2,700 on a Buellanox account, $1,400 on Top Step. There's the Top Step, 1426. We did lose on the 15-minute breakout today, $600, but overall we're green, so not going to complain. Not going to complain. Not going to do it. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Wow, we're selling off now. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Press the subscribe button. Thank you. Look at the sellers coming in here, and this thing's pulling back. Maybe we will get the 5 minute setup. I don't know if I like it to the downside, but don't know that I loved it to the upside either, to be honest. One way or the other there. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Long time no see. Well, I guess I saw you in here last week. Laura, hit that subscribe button. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Laura probably already has. We're trying to get to the 400s. I don't know who this person is. I'm not sure. All right, 396. We got one. It's going 50 rich. Oh, filthy rich. Nice. Can't complain about that. I got to get to that level one day. We'll try our best. Just keep plugging away. This will be interesting, guys. If this thing leaves a gap on the very last candle, if it doesn't form before 11 a.m., we don't take it, right? So as of right now, that's the gap. So in the next 5 minutes, that gap has to stay open. Otherwise, the 5 minute strategy is dead for the day. I don't think it's going to stay open, to be honest, but it might. Oh, what in the world happened? I am on the road, guys. I'm not at home, so if you see the internet blink off and stuff, that's unfortunately I'm at a friend's house in Boston. So I'm at a friend's house in Boston. His internet, for whatever reason, not that his internet is bad, the broadcast is just not great down here in the basement. Not that great down here in the basement. His mom is 94 years old, I believe, and so she's upstairs. So I don't want to be impeding on her space by setting up there. But so we deal with what we have to right now. So let's see if that gap stays open. I'm not sure that it will, but what in the world, man? Come on. Stop it. It's been pretty decent all morning, and then now just all of a sudden this starts happening. I don't like it when it does that because sometimes it blinks me off my, see, like, look, it put me on a practice account over here. Now I have to make sure I'm on the right account. That's not it. That one. Well, this is interesting. This is interesting situation. I have no chart. No chart to speak of. The WADA still works. The WADA is still live. I don't know what's going on here, guys. This thing is just not acting right. All right, the live account is back. So we got 2 minutes here. Yeah, guys, I don't think that that's going to be a big enough gap for me. I mean, what is that? 2 ticks? So from 46.50, I guess it is 1 point. 46.50 to 47.50. A 1 point gap on a 5-minute chart. I don't know that I'm taking that. That stays open. Probably not. Probably not taking that. We're going to have to consider that closed. Going to have to consider it closed. All right, so we're 4 away from the 400, so we just need a few more. Just a few more peoples. All right. Got a couple of people jumping in, so that's nice. 397. Oh, I think it got closed. We got 20 seconds left here. Yeah, it just closed it. That's closed, yeah. So it didn't even have to make me second guess myself. So that's it for the 5-minute strategy today. Like I said, I am on vacation, guys. So if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. We are going to have a little bit shorter streams this week because of that. So I'm going to get out and do some things. You guys check the vlog out. It'll come out probably Saturday from what I'm doing this week, maybe Sunday at the latest. And we'll see you guys again live tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you then.